2 is a guest of ours from the Department of Human Services. Her name is Aruna Ankim. Did I get that right? Okay. Her speech would be speech number 10, Inspire Your Audience. And her speech topic would be Truth Inspires, and it would be 8 to 10 minutes. Welcome.
Truth inspires, even if it is bitter. Say yes if you agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Can you recall a time when you were truly touched, hearing someone's genuine confession of their guilt act? Did you forgive them? Did you admire them for their taking raw courage to confess their hurting truth? Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, a true confession of a 15-year young boy remains an unforgettable story to me. This boy chooses to confess to his father a petty theft he performed. He didn't have courage to talk to his father about it. Not that he was afraid of the scolding, he was afraid of the hurt he would be causing his father. Yet, he decides to reveal it, for he couldn't bear it. So he writes a letter to his father, confessing his guilt, asking for punishment, and hands to his father with trembling hands. The following are the words written by him later in his autobiography. As my father read it through, pearl drops trickled through his cheeks, wetting the paper. Those pearl drops cleansed my heart and washed my sin away. Only the person who experiences such love can know what it is. And this boy stood tall for truth through his entire life. Can you guess who this 15-year boy was? Sorry? You're right. The person who turned to be Father of India, Mahatma Gandhi. The 2 points I got from this remarkable story are: take raw courage to confess truth, even if it is hurting, painful, or difficult to express. Forgiving and acceptance of a genuine confession with a loving heart helps enormously, gives strength and support to let go and move on with grace. And the second story I would like to share is the fine balance I had to maintain myself in teaching my 4-year-old son some good values, without losing his pure, innocent expression of sharing truth. This was his first day in pre-K. Soon after coming home, walking towards me, he said, "Mommy, guess what I got?" Pulling this tiny, cool-looking toy. "Where did you get it?" "From Art Center, from my new school." "Oh, thank you for telling about it to me. But you're not supposed to bring the school stuff home. Play with your school stuff at school and leave them there. And play with your home stuff at home. Tomorrow, let's take it back to your teacher and tell sorry and that you didn't know you weren't supposed to take it home. and that you wouldn't do it again. So the next morning, we go to school. As we were approaching his teacher, I turned to this boy and asked, Kesha, you want to tell to your teacher what happened yesterday? And this boy starts getting behind me, timidly, clinging to my legs. I tell his teacher, Miss Parish, Kesha got this toy from school yesterday. He didn't know he's not supposed to take it home. He's not going to do it again. I'm so sorry about it. And teacher turns to him and says, thank you for bringing it back, Kesha. And he was just fine that day. But he did it again, the third, fourth, and the fifth day. I was very angry the second time he did. But I had to control myself and realize that it takes some time for small children to develop that strong willpower to not do something. So I had to be not too critical or rigid to the point where he's scared to share the truth with me. Also, I know that we had to be feeling good in order to bring some positive change within us. So I patiently waited and repeated the same thing what I did the first time, telling him that he is not supposed to bring the school stuff home. Let him take back the toy and give it to his teacher. Tell sorry that he wouldn't do it again. It went on for a few days. On 6th day, he walked to the teacher himself, gave the toy to her and said, I'm sorry, I will not do it again. The teacher gave him a big hug and said, I'm proud of you, Kesha. I trust in you that you will not do it again. I gave him a big hug as well and said, be good, my loving boy. And he is my hero. The point is, it is important to emphasize and encourage kids to always speak truth, even when they think they did something bad. The best way to encourage is to be a model of it. Take every opportunity to speak truth, even when you err. Truth is a pathway to living a good, virtuous life. Truth inspires. Truth helps us to live with strength, courage, and grace. Be truthful and help others to be truthful as well. Mr. Toastmaster,